Ah, there we go. Day three. I've now almost just arrived back at the office, which is gonna be my home tonight as well, because tomorrow I'm gonna have the store. And then I'm gonna have a weekend. On Monday, we have a holiday. I'm gonna sleep. Wow. Day three, saga. What happened? We had a plan on Tuesday. For reference, right now it's Friday. And we had a plan on Tuesday evening. And then we kind of just turned around, got set up through Wednesday and Thursday, kind of feeling like we're not going to make this on Thursday evening. We went into the night, like past midnight, and we were going up early. Today we came, met at the store, kind of like just zombified, and re what is the we basically just debriefed, and then we figured, let's go, let's do it. And the moment arrived, 6 p.m. People had been standing in line since 5 p.m. We were there in the warehouse until 11 p.m., and it was a success. It was a success. So it's good. We had a good talk after, and we knew we are able to create whatever we want. Anyone is. Anyone is able to create anything they want. So today I had a conversation with several people. And I've come to the point where I'm like, don't you be talking about dreams and not doing anything about them, you know? And so I'm pushing people to start doing this. Just start talking. It's a process to get there, to get to a point where you can just have a stream of consciousness basically and just air your thoughts out. But once you start, so many things will just happen. So I've been thinking about that, and I've been thinking about everything that is going on lately, and many insights, many reflections, many feelings. God damn, it's been heavy these last days, but the whole process of saga is to document those moments and to get your thoughts out in the way that actually creates something. I mean, many people might ask, how does it create anything? Like, I'm going to tell you a few common misconceptions. People think that in order to make money online, and then let's say on YouTube, you need billions of views so that YouTube will pay you. That's through one way. That's through working for YouTube, where they pay you through the ads showing on your videos and stuff. But just you sitting down with a camera like this, talking with different prompts and resources that we may provide within the Legacy Forge and the tribe and all that stuff. But it's really as simple as this. You sit down and you talk. And when you do, you get clarity in yourself and you get clarity in what you're talking about. And people hear what you're talking about. And when they hear what you're talking about, they might tell their friends if they're like-minded, and all of a sudden that grows. You document your process, your development. You meet new people, you attract new opportunities. Anything is possible. You create a portfolio. That too. Today I had a conversation with a person who is really good at content. He is good at content creation. He might say that he's not, but you know what? I disagree, because if you have that level of detail and things that you want to get right, and you research to the level that you do, you are kind of by default good. And so it's just about testing it in the field, doing something to test, to see, to check, to just get that validated, to get the feedback loop. Like today. Yesterday, we were not sure how this was going to turn out at all. Today, we had an overwhelming amount of people, and it worked out. It was like the feedback. It was like, this actually worked. So let's say if we do that same thing again, could we pull that off again? Well, yes, even better, because we have the wisdom and the insights from the last time we did it. So, of course, you know, same thing goes with anything. Just sitting here and talking to the camera becomes a friend after a while. It turns into a face. All of a sudden, you're thinking about someone you want to say something to, and that camera turns into kind of that person. And then you're talking to that person with that problem, and odds are that because of the amount of people we are on this planet, more people will have that same problem. And if you just talk about it as a problem that is solvable and you actually offer the solution, then people will find that if they need it. And if they find it, then that's a win-win, you know? You see that you have something to provide just in terms of wisdom that you share, and you have people coming to you saying that, thank you for that piece of advice. You actually helped me a lot. And then that just gives you more confidence, and then it just grows. Like anything. But if you want anything to grow, you have to kind of put down the seed, and then you have to put down the brick, and you have to put down one brick every fucking single day, and you have to do that for a long time, and all of a sudden, didn't realize I've been doing this for so long that I have like 3 stories mansion here, like an old Scottish castle on the top of a freaking cliff. I just need the doors. It's weird how things just move, and then all of a sudden they just stare at you. Like, yeah, you've been putting down some effort over some time, so this is why this is so huge and so big right now. But oftentimes we don't see that because, putting down one brick at a time over so long, you know what you did, you know your work, but people around you might not know until they see the mansion or the castle. Maybe that made sense for you, maybe it didn't. For me, it's like I've been talking about these bricks, I've been laying down these bricks, I've been doing this thing for so long. And so we had this conversation today, just talking about where we are. 2.5 months ago, I was almost dying from a tooth infection. And I had a few insights. I was like, yeah, I have to act fast because I might not have that much time left on this planet. So probably a good idea to do whatever I can with that. And I have always been living like that. Since 2005, when I got the blood clot, I have been living in a way where I'm kind of defying death. I see every day as a new way of just saying, all right, let's see what we can do today. Because why not? But I had a little incident with a tooth 2.5 years ago, or 2.5 months ago, and my business partner from 13 years ago calls me up, and 2.5 months later, here we are. We have done, I would say, 3 events. We did one event right off the gate, Autopia. We snagged a celebrity, walked past the prime minister. We did a lot of things that weekend. Walked for ungodly amounts of meters. But shortly after, I think that like 2 weeks after, we were at a new thing, a drifting thing, a drifting event. Cars, me, of all people. I used to be in that scene, with the partying and the lasers and the smoke machines and the musics. Party service was a really cool thing, and we created. That was the essence. We created. So we had been creating things. We were in the store here between the events, and today we had the whole warehouse event, because that's what it became. It became an event. Just realized some math, which is interesting, but I have to confirm it before I say anything. But now we know what happens when you combine the forces. When you combine us, when you combine people who wants to create, when you inspire people to create, when you tell them how to create, and you tell them why to create. All of a sudden, people are like, why am I not creating anything? When I can, when anyone can. It's fascinating, to be honest. The journey, the situation right now, how it feels in that situation. Because there was a time not that many years ago where I thought that this could only be a dream. And when you're in that, because you have put those incremental bricks all the time, You don't see it until it's staring you pinkly in the face. He says, staring at the pink. I don't know if I might not have even made sense, but I'm sticking to it. We have so many things that we want to share now, but we can't. We have to wait until the opportune moment. That's why I'm going to just document as we go. I'm going to continue doing Saga, picking up a little tip or a inspiration here from my dear friend and brother Lycus, the Loomsmith. If you haven't met him, you should, honestly. He does things. But he also, the efficiency of just picking up the phone, which everyone basically have. My 9-year-old is too young to be on YouTube. He tried, little sneaky genius, and he was kind of blocked and deleted after a short while. Which is good, but it also it proves my point. He has a phone. Many people in that age today have that ability. They have that phone. I think by me doing this, by inspiring other people to do this and create and get better at a skill like communication, like using it to journal or whatever, to use it for something constructive instead of just consummation, because that's kind of what everyone does these days. It's just consume, right? To teach that skill and that habit of creating and reflecting and getting things out of your head, it can change your life faster than you can think. All it takes is the right person to see what you have to say at the right time. And if you say something that is of value of that person, that's it. It's done. And if you just do it for yourself, just to get your thoughts out there, then you won't have to worry about many of the things that people worry about. Because fuck what people think. This is for your transformation. But this has already been a long video. I'm going to be good at keeping it as short as possible. And just keep you updated as we go. I was doing day 1 and day 2 on Snapchat. I think YouTube is probably going to be the most efficient and also the most efficient place to do it. I recommend you do the same. If you don't have a YouTube channel that you're creating on, you should have or create a fucking YouTube channel, or just start recording yourself and then just put those in a folder somewhere. I don't care. It's going to help you. If you have not tried it yet, you should try it. If you're saying, nah, I'm good, but you're still struggling with a lot of things within communication or goals or seeing things happen in your life that you actually love and enjoy, I would highly recommend it, because it can change your life. Just go back on my videos. Just go and check out Saga 2017. Check that first video. If you see the 100 days, you'll see that things have taken a turn that could not have been predicted. Although it did. It was said in the very first videos. Turns out there was a structure to it. Turns out there is a way. Turns out you learn something when you do the thing. I'll see you tomorrow.